Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be taking a look at a camera cube from Peak Design. This thing is pretty awesome. Now this is the small camera cube from Peak Design. They make a small, a medium, and a large. I went with the small because my cameras are small. I have a mirrorless, the Canon EOS M50, and I've got a point and shoot, my G7X Mark II. So I'm like, oh, I'll get a small camera cube and it will adequately fit my two cameras and my extra lens in it and maybe some batteries. This thing is huge for a small, so I'm slightly mistaken. Nonetheless, I can fit a little bit more into it and I dig it. So let's kind of get into the build quality of this guy before we see what's inside it, pack it, everything fun like that. So this is actually a very durable, padded, weatherproof nylon material. It only comes in this black color, but it's actually very good. If it takes a small spill, I'm not going to worry about my gear inside it. Along with the padding, we've got a few things. We've got a couple of grab handles, one in the front, one in the back. The one in the front is a little harder to grab because of the zippers, and it's got a little tie down on it here. It's got nice weatherproof YKK zippers in the top of it. Two zippers on one on each side, and it's a very smooth zip, so that's also great. And it's got this little tab right here, and you can hold on to the loop right on, and I'll explain these loops here in a few minutes. But you can hold on to this loop, grab the Peak Design little tab here, and it's a quick open. The padding in the lid is broken right through here, so it can flip back while you're in your bag. That's more so right there for the Peak Design bags themselves, but if you're using your own type of bag, which I do, kind of tuck it straight underneath, set this on top of everything, so when I open up my bag, this is already open, I can grab and go. Now this cube is made to pack right into Peak Design's travel bags. So the travel bags, they open up on top, they also open up on the sides like a normal camera bag, but they give you these, which I can't use because I don't have one of their bags. So you would open it up, you would mount it in the side compartment, you would take this, stick it through this loop, and this one would go through the loop on the inside of the bag. Clip it down, make sure it's locked into place, turn it upside down, you do the same, 4 of them, comes with 4, and when you open up the side of your bag, there's your camera cube open, ready to go. But on the inside of this, we've got some shelves. These are Velcro, so they go right into the inside material. This is a shelf divider, so you can use it as literally a divider in there, or you can make it wrap around whatever you need. It Velcros in, the bottom and the sides, and then it flips down to make a shelf. So if you had a couple of like pancake or prime lenses, you can stick one on the bottom, flip this down, set another one on top. So you've got 2 lenses in one space. Or a larger lens, just leave it up like that. So the small comes with 2 of these. It also comes with what they call a floating pocket. So the pocket's got Velcro all along the sides. You stick it to the inside wall, or you can stick it to one of these. Open it up, got a little mesh pocket in there, and it's also got, turn it inside out. It also has these little rubber pockets to where you can put SD cards. So that's pretty convenient. So again, I bought this for some smaller camera gear, and there was way too much room. So I actually went on Peak Design's website and purchased a couple more of these. Okay, so the camera cube itself, very simple design. They consider this one cube, so if you're looking at their bags, It'll tell you how many cubes it can fit. So this is 1 cube, the medium would be 2 cubes, and the large would be 3 cubes. I couldn't even imagine. I almost went with a medium. Like, I could put a few extra things in it. I could fit a lot of extra things in this with my gear, let alone the medium. So we can go right through here with the quick access pull tab. Tuck that underneath, and this is my cube packed out. So right off the bat, I've got my G7X Mark II. Right here in the larger centerpiece, I have my EOS M50, and this is the 15 to 45 millimeter kit lens. And then we'll go over to here, which has the shelf divider. So I've got my 22 millimeter prime lens sitting right on top. We flip the shelf up. Down in here, I've got my moment lenses for my phone. Nestled down in between a little crack here, I've just got a lens pin. And in this larger compartment, this is where I just toss my junk, essentially. Not necessarily junk, but everything else. So I've got my filters. There is a wrist strap. Batteries for both cameras. I normally have a charger down in there for it. And then on the side here, in the floating pocket, at the moment all that's in there, body cap and lens cap. But just to show you how easily this is actually done, Velcro across the bottom, then on the side dividers. They are very, very sticky, so just, you know, the first couple of times you put them in, it's going to annoy the crap out of you because you're constantly going to get it stuck on everything else. So you get it in the placement that you want it. Then I kind of have mine at a little angle like this because of my grip and then my lens. And it's pretty safe and secure in there. What's nice about this corner piece is that it kind of dips down, so it gives you a little bit more room. If I wanted to set my camera in this way, I could, and then use the flip down to store something else on top of it. I like to stick it in this way, just in case I need to grab my camera real quick to get something, grab it. Packs up really easily. And with all the stuff that you can put in this, it can get quite heavy. And then you can see it's even a little widened out, but this thing is made so well. The padding zips right up perfectly. So these loops right here are to attach those Peak Design anchors that you saw on my M50 itself. These little guys. These things are super sturdy. This will hold up to 200 pounds. Really just pop this on there, tuck it through. You could even do it one-handed. Pull it tight, and it's done. Get one on each side. We've got some on the bottom here, depending on how you would want to attach it. I like to attach right here. So the Peak Design small camera cube, I really dig it. Again, it's a little larger than I expect it to be, even as a small. But as you see, I can get a lot more stuff in there. This thing is $50, which I think is a great price for such a well-designed camera cube. I don't have a towel around here, but it's totally water resistant. I mean, it just bubbles up right on top of it. Got a little, it's not really a towel. I'm just making this totally worse. Let's just get that out there. almost good as new. I don't even know if you can see that. Whatever. So it's weather resistant and went right over the zipper. Zipper's completely dry. So awesome. Now, my water-filled bag. This isn't the biggest bag, but it fits everything I need it to fit in, including my camera kit, with my water-filled gear pouch and whatever else I need to fit in there. Now, I don't have anything else in this bag at the moment. But if this thing were to go in there, it is a snug fit. As you can see, it is literally the dimensions of this bag. Perfectly. Fits right down in there. What I actually do when I pack my bag is that I put everything I need down in the bottom. I set the camera cube on top, and I set it back in there to where it literally sits right there, so I can swing my bag around, unzip the top, and boom, I'm in my bag. It's awesome. Works great. It actually works way better than I thought it would, so that is awesome. Now, if you're wanting to travel light, you don't want to carry your bag and all your stuff, the Peak Designs Leash. This thing is so small that it can fit in your pocket. It could tuck away in your camera cube. I believe they call these anchor housings. But essentially, what you do is you get your anchor right on the top of it, give it a tug, and it's locked down in there. Super easy to do. Then you can use this as a day bag, anything like that, over the shoulder, crossbody, whatever. This is the cheapest strap. They call this the Leash. This is the cheapest strap that Peak Design has, and I think this is $30 or $39. It's very, very comfortable, flexible, well made, and these little spots right here, what you do is you stick your thumb in it. Say you're rocking this thing, you need it to be longer, pull down. Gets longer. You need it to be shorter, you want it closer to your body, pull up. Give it some slack, pull up. Makes it shorter. They give you 4 anchors with each leash. You get the little bag. You also get this little guy right here. Little camera plate. Screws into the bottom of your camera. They give you a little hex tool, so you can make sure once you get it screwed in, it's nice and tight, it's not going anywhere. And then they recommend doing it opposite of your grip. Put another anchor in that little bad boy right there. So, if you want to wear it cross-body, as it hangs down, of course I got a hoodie on, this thing's way too tight. It keeps it down. You can swing it around, do what you need to do. I went with this literally because it was the cheapest strap they had, and it's actually also a wee bit longer than their 2 camera straps. The camera straps look nicer. They're thicker, like wider, so they look like they'd be a little bit more comfortable. But endgame, I wanted to keep my price down a little bit. Those things go like $50 and up. This was $30 or $40, so I saved $10+ going with this. I would love to actually get a few more anchors. I will put a link in the description for the leash itself, and of course what we were here to talk about, the camera cube. Now the camera cube is $50. It goes from $50 to $70 to $90 respectfully for the medium and large. Again, the large, it looks like its own bag. It literally would take up an entire backpack, I think. Do your research, see how big your bag is, or get one of their travel bags, and that way you can zip on each side. But this thing rocks. It fits in my water-filled bag, so it will fit in my everyday carry. Maybe weigh it down just a little bit more, but nonetheless, I dig it. So if you've got a camera cube, or if you have any Peak Design gear, let me know. I'd love to check it out. I'm a fan at this point. I'm probably going to get their gear pouch, their tech pouch, even though it goes against my better judgment because I love my water-filled pouch. But it's made out of the same material and it holds so much stuff. So we'll check it out eventually. But if you dug this video, give it a like. I'd truly appreciate it. Share the video. Subscribe if you haven't. That would mean the world to me. Dislike the video if you didn't like it. And until the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.